Welcome, ladies, one and all, to the one and only and official Overwatch character Wingstop tier list. Um, okay, getting into it. So the first suspect is D.Va. Okay, D.Va is a degenerate goblin and gamer. Okay, and what a gamers like? They like cheesy shit. All right, so D.Va is pretty clearly for me getting a 10-piece boneless with a 5 Cajun corn to get her fingers all covered in dust, right? And the flavors, half garlic parmesan, but she's chill. But then also she's got that Korean heritage. So the other flavor she's getting is mango habanero. All right, that's D.Va. That's D.Va. And for me, that meal by itself is probably going in a solid potato. Okay. Let me think. You know, I don't actually have this planned out. This is all off the noggin, as you can tell. Next on the list is Domina. Okay, Domina is a lady of class. In the Overwatch lore, she is strict and being held to certain standards. Okay, Domina, she's got that thickness to her, so she kinda has to lay off, but she's also indulging. So Domina gets a 3-piece tender, right? And you might think, does she like spicy food? No, she can't be flushed like that during her presentations. What she needs is a Hawaiian. Domina has Hawaiian 3-piece tenders with ranch dip and just regular house seasoning fries. And for me, it's kind of mid. Alright, like Hawaiian's nice. It's a good flavor. But it just doesn't cut it with the big dogs. Doomfist. As much as he is a bum, the bum of all bums of Overwatch, he has some taste. Doomfist, depending on which part of his lore we're talking about, is like he's a warrior, right? He's Talon's quote unquote leader. He's a revolutionary. I think Doomfist has a revolutionary order that changed the masses. He brings these orders to Talon, right? That's what he's doing instead of scheming. He's bringing Wingstop to every member of Talon. Doomfist has a twin level order. Doomfist gets 5 hot honey tenders to start off, right? He's a hungry guy. He's huge. He's got to get his protein in. 5 hot honey tenders with a large ranch to dip. Then he also gets a 10-piece boneless and a 6-piece classic. Okay, the 10-piece boneless, that shit's all atomic. Alright, he's got to feel that meteor strike somehow, and that bum-ass mythic skin. Like, the lava's got to come from somewhere. And the 6 classics, they're plain. Alright, Doomfist likes his shit plain. And that's a twin level order. Now, Hazard. I don't like Hazard. Not because of his design, but because of his place in the meta. So fuck Hazard. His organs are mainly robotic right now anyway, probably. I don't know. So Hazard's probably sitting at like he's getting a brownie, man. He's just getting a brownie. You know, he's laying off. He's keeping that clear skin of his, and he's just getting a brownie. But overall, Hazard's a fake demon. Alright, he doesn't even like Wingstop. He's a fake demon. Alright, he thinks Wingstop is too corporate. Junker Queen. Junker Queen has class. Everybody says Junker Queen's a savage. Junker Queen, like, she ruthless. But what Junker Queen wants when she goes to Wingstop is an order that can fight back. She's getting the voodoo fries, large voodoo fries, extra buffalo sauce, extra Cajun seasoning. The fries are extra crispy. She gets 3 atomic tenders, 3 hot honey tenders, and 3 Louisiana tenders. That's what's fueling the Junker Queen, and that's a twin level order above Doomfist. Morga. Morga's a big dude, and Morga he doesn't take no breaks. But I think Morga wants some sweetness in his life. Like Baptiste would go with him, and he would get orders, and he misses that. I think Morga, with his Samoan heritage, you know, he's having a big meal. He's getting he's at least getting a 40-piece classic, 10 Hawaiian, 10 lemon pepper, 10 Louisiana rub, and 10 atomic to fuel that cardiac rage. But then, not only that, he gets 2 large buffalo fries for himself to fuel those 2 hearts. And I mean, if I'm thinking about it, he's probably getting like 10 brownies for himself. That's Marga. And that's a potato order. That's a pretty good order. Arissa, I'm sorry, man. Arissa's just like your gameplay. You're gonna have a boring order. Arissa, she's just getting stuff to bring to Efi. All right, but she's too conscious of the sugar in the sauces, so her order's ass. She just gets a 6-piece boneless, but there's no sauce, and the chips are plain. Okay, it's just bad. Arissa's order is just bad. Next is a man with some class. Ramatra, he's no fake demon. He's a man who knows how to roll around town and strut with the big guys. He's a tank, okay? Even though he can't eat, his order is aura, okay? Like, he pops Nemesis form and grabs as much wingstop as he can. He's not eating none of it. He's just flexing. He's got 3 tenders of every flavor in each hand. On his back, like instead of the staff, he's shooting out boneless. Like, Ram's got aura. He's ordering one of everything off the menu, and then he's leaving without even picking it up. He's donating it to all the Omnics in need. That's Ram. And he's a twin. He's got aura. Ram has aura, so he's twin. Okay. So, Reinhardt in his younger years, Reinhardt would have had a huge order in his younger years. But now he's older, he's watching his figure. Okay, Reinhardt, he's not the exact same Crusader he used to be. Maybe when he was younger, he was ordering tons of tenders, tons of boneless. But nowadays, I think he likes to chill with the classics. He's just chilling with 20 classics, 2 large chips for himself, a large drink, and maybe a brownie to keep it sweet, which he can share with Anna. Okay, it was in the webcomic, they together now. Anna and Reinhardt together now. So that's hype. You know, Reinhardt, he's got a, I don't know if he's mid or not, but I'm going to put him in potato. You know, he's got a chill order. Roadhog a fake demon. Roadhog's actually a sweetheart. Roadhog, he's a big guy. You know, he's a big guy, but I don't think he really indulges. He's too busy chasing Pachimaris and robbing banks. If Roadhog goes to Wingstop, he's not ordering anything. He's stealing the fryer, okay? He's stealing the fryer, anything that comes with it. There's no sauce in there. He's just shoving it in his mouth. Maybe he steals a bowl. He mixes all the sauces together. They actually have a name for that in the store, by the way. It's called gangbang sauce. That's a secret insider info. So, Roadhog the fake demon, he doesn't order. He doesn't even pay. Alright, he's a criminal. He gets the gangbang sauce. Still a fake demon, though. Sigma's twin. You already know Sigma's twin. Sigma has a crazy order, okay? Sigma's trying to get that melody through the chicken. Okay, Sigma, he gets 4 brownies to start with. He eats the 4 brownies first. Then he lets his order get cold. Alright, he likes lemon pepper, garlic parmesan, and Hawaiian, all in the same order, right? He's trying to get that. But then, he drinks his drink, he finishes his fries and his sweet flavors, and then he goes in with a mango habanero and atomic boneless combo, which he shoves down his throat to try and get that feeling of being in the black hole again, ripping his guts apart. No pause. Thank you, Sigma. You a twin. Winston doesn't get Wingstop. I'm sorry. Winston takes everyone to Wingstop, but he just watches. Wingstop don't have peanut butter. Wingstop don't have bananas. That's not even like monkey racist. That's just Winston's. That's what he wants. Okay. If anything, Winston dips his chicken in peanut butter and bananas. Some might say that's peak, but personally, it's just bad. When he gets primal, it's a different story though. When he gets prime, it's a different story. Wrecking Ball, everyone knows he's a fat fucking chud. Okay, everyone knows Wrecking Ball's fat. Wrecking Ball, I think his order is either mid or potato, because Wrecking Ball, he's got an appetite. As seen with Domina, he would easily give up the life he has as a champion to be eating snacks with Domina, and so would I. To be fair, come on, Domina's bad. And I think Wrecking Ball, he's nibbling. He's nibbling on the sweets. He doesn't like spicy. He's already having too much spice in the ring. Okay, Wrecking Ball, he's already got his hands full. So I personally think Wrecking Ball has a pretty mid order. He just gets all the sweetest flavors. You know, he's getting his mild, he's getting his hickory barbecue, he's getting his lemon pepper, and you know, obviously even more Hawaiian. That's Wrecking Ball. Zarya just gets straight tenders. That's it. Nothing else. And that's pretty valid. That's potato. Just eating straight tenders. She orders them, she pays for them, and it's used for the gains. On run, I mean, you gotta follow the theme. On run has a pretty good order. Okay, on run is straight atomic, mango habanero, Louisiana, and hot honey. Half boneless, half classics. That's what she goes with. She ain't for the brownies. She burns those calories too fast. She doesn't even like to eat it no more. It's straight fire. All she feels is fire. And that's pretty cool. Ash is cultured. Ash has crazy tastes. Ash has those refined tastes from back in her childhood, but she disagrees with it now. Ash has a taste for the extreme. Ash has a taste for the wild side of life. So, like Amran, I do believe she would be getting any subclass of the spicy flavors. But she still has that spot in her heart for kindness. That spot in her heart for the past. That's why I think she's still getting some lemon pepper on the side. I think that's a pretty mid order. Personally. It's still good, but it's mid. Bastion, just fuck you. Cass, recently you got Silver Bullet and you terrorizing lobbies. I know, because I'm with you. I'm right there with you. We both holding the same gun. I'm putting you in twin no matter what, because you my goat. But as for your order, we know you like sweet things. We saw in the cinematic. You're like, probably not. Maybe I don't know if that's your reveal cinematic, but it's the cinematic where he does the high noon thing, and then Ash is like, oh shit. But he likes apple pie. All right, he likes apple pie. We know that he likes sweet things. He's got that Hawaiian. He's probably getting a garlic parmesan. He's pretty old fashioned. He's probably getting some hickory barbecue. I think Cass is definitely a tenders and classics kind of guy. But I think he could probably get some hot honey seasoning on his fries. That's probably where he goes, but he's my twin. Echo doesn't have an order of her own, okay? Echo is like just there, copying whatever everyone else is doing. So for that reason, she's a fake demon. She doesn't even know what she wants. Emre, he wants the sweet flavors, but Chonabog, the demon inside of him, forces him to stomach atomic everything. It's always atomic tenders, atomic classics, and atomic boneless. Not only that, but he's in the store, he's in the damn fryer, getting that shit out. He's getting the fries out, and he's shoving it in the atomic sauce. That's the kind of shit that happens in Emre's head, and he wonders after, why couldn't I even just get a drink? That's why his order is just bad. Freya, the opposite. Freya is the hard exterior with a warm inside. Freya is so simple. Freya's just getting a 6-piece Hawaiian boneless with some parmesan fries. Freya likes the sweet side of life in between the bounties. So for that, I'm putting her order in mid. Genji, we all know Genji's childish as fuck. Genji, he's getting something sweeter than Freya. He's getting the double dip Hawaiian tenders. He's getting the hickory smoked barbecue. and he's enjoying it. He's getting the sauce all over his face. He's mixing it in a tray with his fries, and he's dumping the ranch on top. That shit's a mess. His order might be mid, but it's still valid. Next is Hanzo. Hanzo's strict. He has a diet. He doesn't have nothing that's not healthy for him. He doesn't order from Wingstop. He's a fake demon. What he does is he makes it at home with a low carb version. It's not real Wingstop, and he posts it on his Snapchat story and says this is real Wingstop, but it's not. So for that, he's a fake demon. Junkrat, we all know this order's going to be terrible, just like Emre. He's just getting atomic. He likes the boom. His taste buds were burnt out years and years and years ago. That's it. He's stuffing his rip tire full of atomic, and he's going. He's drinking the sauce. He ain't got no chicken. He's just drinking the sauce. May is thick. Her order is chunky. May comes in, and she's trying a three piece of everything on the menu. May's in there first time, and she's like, you know what? I'm gonna spoil myself. So she's trying everything. May gets 6-piece bonelesses that take up the whole menu with 3 and 3 and 3 of each flavor. That's how it goes. All boneless though, all boneless. But she thinks the tenders might be too much. Might just be too much. And that order, it's pretty lit. And I like maybe she's thick. Farah. Farah's two-toned. Farah has a small order, but it's enjoyable. I think Farah just gets the hickory smoked barbecue with lemon pepper. And that's fine. It's a mid-order, but it is fine. Reaper. He's straight voodoo fries. Reaper's just getting voodoo fries. That's it. No chicken, nothing. He needs something he can enjoy. Right? He's dying from the inside. And what's better to enjoy than voodoo fries? Here, potato. Sierra, you a fake demon. You lost in your own trailer. I'm sorry. It's just how it goes. For being a fake demon and losing in your trailer, I think you probably just getting like something basic. You getting mild and garlic palm, something nobody ever orders. I would know. Nobody orders that. You a fake demon. And on top of that, you getting plain fries. You don't like no flavor. Garlic parmesan's fine, but you know what I mean. It's just basic. Sojourn the goat. Sojourn has an OP order just like her OP kit. I think Sojourn is just getting all hot honey, just like me. Hot honey goat with voodoo fries, and then also getting some cheesy nacho fries on the side. That's always fire. But on top of that, she's also getting a 10-piece Cajun corn, and that's a twin level order. For me, it is even above Cass. Twin level order. Soldier's an old head. Soldier doesn't get Wingstop. Soldier stays down here the whole tier list. He doesn't like shit. And because Reaper goes there, he don't go there. He watches from the window. Sombra doesn't pay for Wingstop. Not directly. Only trades in crypto, like a loser. But still, Sombra's cool. Sombra has a W order. Everything Sombra would order if she wasn't busy all the time and just doing stuff, like probably Louisiana hickory smoked barbecue. Then we got like, man, let me think. Like, what does Sombra eat? What does Sombra like? She definitely likes some sweet side. So I think we're going some lemon pepper. And then to finish it off, she probably likes some classics. Honestly, like she likes the white meat inside. All right, that's crazy. Never mind. But like, I think she just likes a regular voodoo fries on the side. Because who doesn't? Either that or Cajun fries. I think her order's pretty mid. It's fine. Like, it's a pretty good order, but it's still pretty mid. She hasn't committed, but she's still trying everything. Symmetra, you a fake demon. You kind of like Domina, except you don't have as much taste. Domina's a woman of stature. You know, you're pretty cool, but you're also edge to play against, so I'm sorry. I think you're just getting a basic 3-piece lemon pepper tenders with a small drink and just some lemon pepper fries. Straight lemon pepper. Torb's got a twin ass order. Torb understands the fine line between going too far and just having enough. Torb has nacho cheese fries and buffalo fries at the same time, mixes them together to make a new concoction. Not quite voodoo fries, not quite buffalo and cheese. And that suits him. He loves that. Not only that, but he mixes his boneless in and it looks great. He just puts, that's his sauce. He drips that over the top. Mango habanero over the top of that. And it's beautiful. Torb has a god level order. Tracer. I think Tracer's order would be pretty mid. I'm not gonna lie. Tracer's order would probably be like, I don't know, like probably some garlic parmesan, honestly. I think she's garlic parm all the way. She's coming home and her girlfriend is like, yo, why do you smell like garlic parmesan after the mission? And she says, yo, Winston took us all to Wingstop. Like, I got garlic parmesan. That's all she wrote. It's a pretty mid-ass order. Vendetta, contrary to the agenda, unfortunately, she is a fake demon. After being nerfed into the ground, all Vendetta does is gorge full of Wingstop. But she doesn't know the true flavors. She doesn't know the true heat. She's never tried hot honey in her entire life. She hasn't had that. She's had hickory. She loves it. She's had lemon pepper. She loves it. She's had mild. She loves it. But she never touches what Doomfist has. All right? She never touches it. She can never go into the realm of ordering for the whole Talon squad. She's there. She's sending Talon out to go buy everything for her. Unfortunately, Vendetta is a fake demon. She doesn't even enter the store. Vendetta's a fake demon. Venture, I don't even know, man. Vendetta's order is probably pretty good, actually. I'd say there's probably a decent amount of spice, probably a lot of Louisiana rub. I'd say Louisiana rub and hot honey. You know, we mixing it. That's a good order. That's a damn good order. With parmesan fries, going to the soda machine, just getting some Coke Zero. That's a good meal to stock up before you go raiding for more artifacts and shit. Widowmaker. This is the choice that was bugging me the most in anticipation for this video. Widowmaker, her order it's a complex mix. The Amelie inside of Widowmaker is telling her, get Hawaiian, get lemon pepper, get something sweet for you. Okay, like, get what you got with Gerard. But the Moira, the poison in her, this like, is telling her, drown out those feelings. Get Atome, get mango habanero, spicy Korean barbecue. That's where it has to be. And she's in that duality. Every time she goes to Wingstop, she gets one or the other. Never both. One or the other. And that's the symbolism of her deciding inside of her heart whether she's still that demon. That's why, even though her order is gas sometimes and mid the other, she's still a fake demon. Anna's twin. Anna's the original goat. Anna only lost a Widowmaker out of hesitation. All right, let's make that clear. And Anna, she's a sharpshooter. She needs her skills, but she also enjoys the high life with Reinhardt. All right, while Reinhardt gets all that sweetness, she's all her honey. Anna loves her honey, and nothing can take that away from her, and that's why she's a twin. Baptiste is what Malgo wishes he could still have, in both ways. Baptiste, he's still enjoying those high lives. He's with Overwatch now, but he's still getting the same old order he got when he was still believing back in Talon. He is very clearly getting some sweet lemon pepper. He's getting some garlic parmesan because he likes that flavor. But he also wants a kick. He gets some Louisiana. He's still fired up. He's got that passion. Everyone who gets Louisiana has passion. And then to round it all off, I think he gets some spicy Korean barbecue. I think he likes that. I think his order is bordering on twin, but it's probably Brotato. Brig's order is twin. Brig was a demon back in the day. All right, in Goats, Brig was a demon, and her order was crazy. She didn't order. She got it given to her. Brig got served Wingstop by everyone on the roster, but now she has to pay, and she lives with that, and she realizes that maybe she was wrong in the past, but now she's right. Now she gets everything on the menu, just like Doomfist does, but it's for the right reasons, and that's why she's a twin. Alari, her order's probably terrible. She wants to torture herself, for killing like everyone that she knows. So that's honestly where that goes. You can probably just imagine that. Jetpack Cat. Jetpack Cat is a fake demon. Sorry, Jetpack Cat, you a fake demon. But yeah, Jetpack Cat doesn't know what Wingstop is. Just lops. That's it. Doesn't know. Says, yeah, I like chicken. Meow. That's whatever. Juno's order is mid. She doesn't know what she's getting. She's trying everything, but she doesn't know. She doesn't know the priorities. She doesn't know. She's following what Genji's doing. Genji's making some weird ass shit, and she's trying it as well. It might taste pretty good, but it's still a mid ass order. Kiriko's terrible. Okay, terrible. Kiriko's order is too sweet. We've seen she likes donuts. She likes stuff in her face full. Kiri's got a bad order, okay? Blizzard's gonna spread this propaganda that Kiri's heaven's savior, but she's not. I'm here spreading the real message about Kiriko. She gets too many skins, too much Wingstop. It's done. No more. Lifeweaver has a potato order. He speaks for himself. Lifeweaver carves his own path. His order is pretty unique. He likes the Hawaiian with the mango habanero, likes mixing them together and forming that new flavor of life. Unlike Widowmaker, he's found his path. He knows his feelings, and he's at peace with that. He gets every chip on the menu: plain, lemon pepper, garlic palm, and then just because he rich like that, sort of, he goes over to the UK and gets the Brazilian lemon flavor, citrus lemon, whatever it's called. He gets that. Lucio's a twin. Everyone knows Lucio's twin. For all my Lucios out there, you're the GOAT. You're all underappreciated, and you all belong in Face the Masters League at least. All y'all get straight hot honey mango habanero, spicy Korean. You all getting that. You getting a side of voodoo fries, and you guys are real demons, not like the fake demons. Mercy, terrible. Mercy's order sucks. Mercy doesn't like Wingstop. I'm sorry. Genji tries to bring her to Wingstop, and she thinks that he's childish, so she doesn't come back. Unfortunately, Mercy's not even a fake demon. She doesn't even pretend. She's busy being a doctor. She says it's unhealthy, and whatever. Mizuki, I think his order's pretty mid because he's never been able to go to Wingstop. I think Shion has kept him in the Hashimoto basement forever, and he's never really got to try it. I think his order is only mid because there's so much potential left to be unexplored with Mizuki. Once Kiriko shares some of the love and Mizuki gets some chicken/skins, then his order might rise. Moira, her order is terrible. She genuinely likes to torture herself with a terrible Wingstop order. It's not, the sauce ain't covered properly. Alright, the sauce ain't covered or over the chicken. It's on the table. It's on the serving cloth. It's on everything but the chicken. And she thinks that's beautiful. That there's something wrong with it. She mixes her little biotic fluids into it, and it tastes like shit. But she likes it that way. Next is Wu Yang. Wu Yang has a pretty sick order. Wu Yang is a man who is always striving to be the best, no matter his position in life. Wu Yang is the kind of guy to try to keep up with his sister. Wu Yang, he really, really wants to be like her. He gets the Cajun flavor. It's the closest he can get to mango habanero and atomic without going too crazy. He gets the original hot, and he gets some I don't know. Maybe he gets some teriyaki flavor, if you can find it. He tries to be special. You know, he's out there. He's saving lives. I think Wu Yang is giving flavors out to the poor. He's going down to the just bad tier, and he's trying to spread the love. That's the kind of guy Wu Yang is. Sometimes his Wingstop order gets a little wet from the travel back home, but that's just Wu Yang. He's a cool guy. Zenyatta, that's Twin. He gets the order straight from the iris. He can enjoy whatever, right? He a monk. He looks at it and he dissolves it with his thought eating or whatever. That's what Zenyatta does. He easily gets the hot honey. He gets Louisiana. He gets some lemon pepper. And I definitely think Zenyatta is getting 10 brownies for himself. That's true peace. He's coming back to the monastery with a bucket full of brownies, a bucket full of chicken, and he's sharing with all the monks the true flavors of Wingstop. Shion, she hasn't been released yet, but I can already tell her order is at least potato. She living for the finer things in life. She's sadistic. She likes feeding people atomic and giving them no drink. When offering them respite, the drink also has atomic mixed in with it, and all the sides are Cajun fries. But still, she fucks with all the flavors on the menu. She's probably a twin. Honestly, she's probably a twin. But yeah, that's the list. As a qualified Wingstop worker and someone with an extensive history on all the flavors in the Wingstop menu, I can say that this is definitely a complete list. My only addition would be the possible inclusion of spicy Korean with Diva, but I didn't want to be too stereotypical. So yeah, that's that.